land between the 1500s to the 1800s, so 1829. The Beothuk people were hunted, displaced, and starved by settlers, leading to their extinction. The last known Beothuk, Swandihithit, died in 1829. So you people have the audacity to celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's really thanks stealing. You're thankful for stealing this land. What do you want, man? I can see your spirit already. What do you want?
Stealing what?
What do you want, man? What's your question? What's your question?
Stealing what?
What's your question?
Stealing what?
Stealing this land.
Explain to me, brother.
Okay, Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So wicked people came onto this place, which is you devils, you red people, you Edomites, which goes into the Bible, and you stole this land from our brothers, the Native Americans. If you can see on this sign, they go back to the tribes of Israel, which you're not looking. So I know you don't give a shit. So you're going into slavery because of that, and you're going to receive a terrible comeuppance. All right? That's what's going to happen to you.
I am?
I don't care. Get out of here, man.
You don't care?
No, I don't care. Get out of here.
I'm from the Turtle Trend.
All right, whatever.
What are you here for?
Let me get a precept. This is about the Bible here. If you don't have any questions regarding the Bible, get down the street.
What the fuck Bible, man? I'm from the Turtle
This is
Trend.
Job 9:24. Job
9:24 what? You know who the fuck you're talking to? That's my Turtle Trend.
Okay.
Okay? I'm fucking native.
Okay.
And you're gonna come talk to me and you're gonna tell me to fucking step nigger? Who the fuck are you, nigger?
Okay, so let me read you something.
Who the fuck are you, nigger?
Let me read something to you.
Yeah, go ahead, fucking read.
Let me read something.
Because you're gonna fucking preach, nigger.
Let me read to
and
you.
then you're gonna fucking talk to me.
Let me read to you.
Who the fuck are you?
First of all, you gotta calm down.
I gotta calm down, but you're gonna call me a fucking imposter.
Yeah,
you're here fucking protesting.
I am
my
and
fucking
right
clan. Yeah. But you're here protesting my clan.
If you were here,
and then you want to fucking talk to me about disrespect.
If you were
Shut your fucking mouth.
If you were here,
shut the fuck up.
I'm reading about the tribe of the Native Americans.
You think this is a fucking joke?
You're drunk. Calm down.
Drunk.
You're by 22 division. You're drunk.
I don't give a fuck, nigger. I'm a fucking gangster.
Okay. Okay.
And you're here fucking talking about fucking naval, tribal fucking things?
You see this? This is live.
I don't give a fuck.
You see this? This is how it is. This is how it is for us when we come out here. Hey, this
for
reminds,
you.
This reminds me
for you?
of Victoria and Dundas.
Oh, for you, right? You're a fucking black man. You're talking about my fucking people?
But we're brothers. If you are a Gadite, we are actually brothers. And this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I come to you and I ask you.
You're not listening.
Shut up.
No, I don't have to. I'm trying to teach you.
You don't need to shut up?
Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Yo. I just cock back the hammer and bust your face. Bitch ass. Bitch ass. Yo, bitch ass. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. You know who you're talking to? I'm fucking crazy. You don't know me. Now you're leaking. You should have been speaking. Now you're fucking leaking. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass. Don't ever come up here and disrespect my shit. Now you're all leaking. Get the fuck out of here. Now I took your gun. What are you going to do? Now I took your gun. Now I can fuck you up. Who's the bitch? Yeah. And you're all yo, your gun is fucking unloaded. You're a fucking buster too. Fucking wankster. Fucking wankster. Fucking homo thug. Bitch, nigga. You're a bitch. You're a fucking bitch.
Yeah, but before you,
get the fuck out of here.
Hold on.
Get the fuck out of here.
You attacked Buddy.
Get the fuck out of here.
He came to me.
Get the fuck out of here. You don't know who you're messing with. Not from the fucking streets. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Now you're leaking. Hey, everybody, look at this punk. Fucking putting guns to my head. You know who the fuck I am? I'm a fucking servant of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know who I am? Yeah, you see, we're not fucking choir boys here. Don't fucking mess.
I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Oshai. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, Lord willing, as a whole, that they can continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Akwaf, the sisters of this faith and this truth. Lord willing, that you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, Yahweh Shemashai has mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. The title of this lesson is, Be Circumspect in Teaching. The wise move carefully, because the world hates truth in those who speak it. So, circumspect means to be watchful, cautious, prudent, and aware of surroundings, especially when speaking or acting. When we teach this truth, we must walk wisely, because this world, especially Babylon, right, it hates the light that exposes wickedness. But let's go to St. Matthew, the 10th chapter, in verse 16. Salaki. Let's start at verse 15. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Yahushua warned us that the world is full of wolves. Being wise means knowing when to speak and how to speak and who you are speaking to. Being harmless doesn't mean weak. It means walking in wisdom and avoiding unnecessary confrontation. Now, what you see in this video, Lord willing, it lines up and it's edifying that even though the brother actually, he could have moved somewhere else, but through the Spirit, who's to know? What if that man would have followed him? So for him to stand on his ground, right, and to stand firm in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because I bet you he probably was saying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in his name, let alone this man bringing a gun. We understand the Lord said he didn't give us a spirit of fear, let alone we can't fear what man can do to us, but fear what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has done, can do unto us. Now, this was all by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for our edification, for us to learn, for us to take that and to be able to learn from it. You know, it was another brother that got stabbed, in Great Millstone doing security work, and he got stabbed. But that was a learning experience, not just only for himself, but for us, because he was able to do a video on it. And for us to see this video right here, this was all the Lord, because we're heading into a time where the church is about to get persecuted on another level. And it happened in all our past lives. Lord willing, you're building up your faith to actually endure those moments. Now let's go to the book of St. John, the 15th chapter. And I believe we can let's start at 17. It says, these things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Okay? So just as Yahushai face hatred, lies, plots of death, so will those who teach in his name. Don't be surprised when people threaten or argue or even attack you. It's spiritual warfare. That's why our weapons are not carnal. The weapons that we have, it pulls down the strongholds, which is the name, the deception, the forgery, understanding that first Esau and these other nations and even our own brothers and sisters teach in these churches or any other religion. Understand the elect, you come from the cloth of Yahushai. But this was your lot. If he overcame the world, we have to overcome. right? Let's go to one of the major prophets, Jeremiah, the 11th chapter. And I believe we could start at verse. Let's start at verse. Let's start at verse 19. It says, "But I was a lamb or an ox that is brought to the slaughter, and I knew not that they had devised devices against me, saying, Let us destroy the tree with the fruit thereof, and let us cut him off from the land of the living, that is his name, that his name may be no more remembered. But O Yahweh of hosts, that judges righteously, that tries the reins in the heart, let me see thy vengeance on them. For unto thee have I revealed my cause," man. Let's read verse 19 again. Let's read it in NLT. "I was like a lamb being led to the slaughter. I had no idea that they were planning to kill me." This is Jeremiah. "Let's destroy this man and all his words. They said, let's cut him down, so his name will be forgotten forever. O Yahweh of heaven's army, you make righteous judgments, and you examine the deepest thoughts and secrets." That's Sirach 42, verse 18 to 21. "Let me see your vengeance against them, for I have committed my cause to you." Right? And the Lord is going to let us see his vengeance on the 2/3 and the other nations. Lord willing, we are of that number. Right? We have to hope and move and apply what we're learning in these things. Right? Jeremiah was threatened with death for speaking Yahweh's truth. This is even why in Jeremiah 20:9, he didn't want to speak in the Lord's name, because he was in derision. They didn't want to hear. They didn't care. Right? Yet he stayed obedient, but also cautious. He didn't act recklessly, but he called on Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Right? And I know some of us, Jake, we might have that temper in us, and we ready to go. Sometimes you might have to turn the other cheek, and they might not even do anything. Hey, like brothers say, set up camp somewhere else. Hey, be a citizen and do what everybody else. Call the cops. You ain't wrong for doing that. It's where does the scriptures don't call the cops. If you not of this faith, you gonna get the cops called on you. Now, hey, if it's out of our league to even do it, what if they swing? Yeah, we gonna duck, and our body is going to react. But we supposed to come with a cautious spirit, right? You want to come with a delivery to teach the word, and not come with the spirit of rah, rah, rah. That's why when you see certain congregations where they have camp, you got some just posted up in the line, like they're defending the line, which we should be defending one another, right? But then you got brothers that's holding blickies, AK-47s, right? At the end of the day, how are you holding yourself up in a stance of suffering for this truth? You know, now it's different with self-defense, but the Lord didn't tell us to go in there with a blicky or a stick, because our number one weapon is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which the world don't like. This is the greatest weapon. Ephesians 6:17. Your spiritual sword is the word. Let's go to Amos, the 7th chapter, in verse 10. It says, "Then Amaziah, the priest of Bethel, sent to Jeroboam, king of Israel, saying, Amos have conspired against thee in the midst of the house of Israel, in the land. The land is not able to bear all his words. For thus Amos said, Jeroboam shall die by the sword, and Israel shall surely be led away captive out of their own land by, of course, the Assyrians. Also Amaziah said unto Amos, O thou seer," and prophets were called seers. Seer is another form of a visionary. "Go flee thee away into the land of Judah, and there eat bread and prophesy there. But prophesy not again any more at Bethel, for it is the king's chapel, and it is the king's court." Right? So the priest of Bethel told Amos to flee and not prophesy in Israel. The same spirit of silencing the prophets continues today, right? People always want us to just shut up and stop teaching. Oh, you're teaching falsely, right? You got some saying, y'all always teaching on destruction. We already went through our Jacob's trouble. What the heck? You went through your Jacob's trouble, but you still paying taxes. It's still harlots in our nation. It's still flamboyant men in this thing. Still drug dealers. Oh, no, man, I'm of the elect cloth. Those is the wicked. But all Israel is supposed to be lined up with the Lord. How can this be our kingdom? And Jake is still low. How is this our kingdom? And we still in the land of our captivity. Right? This is you can go to Ephesians, the 5th chapter, verse 15 and 16. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So us being circumspect means always be alert, physically and spiritually. This is even more why brothers is always praying before they do camp. You know, cover me, watch over me. Yahweh Shai don't allow harm to come my way, or even my household while I'm gone. Right? Because the times are evil. People are emotional, they're carnal, and quick to act violently. You got to remember that. People are emotional, carnal, and quick to act violently. Right? You must discern when to engage and when to walk away. And it's the same example for this video. We have to know when to engage or when to walk away. And you're not weak because you walk away. You know, let alone you have to know it's edifying for the sheep. Some people might just only watch just because a fight broke. You know, mad people might probably seen this, and you got Christians, oh, you see them Hebrew Israelites teaching that, and they getting into a fight. But a Christian can't even notice, even in themselves, they're getting attacked. Like, even though that was a physical attack with the brother, but through the spirit, they're getting ran through. Christianity been around for so long. They have the biggest following out of all religions. And Yahweh Shai still hasn't returned. You know, but they can't see it. So let's go to Ecclesiastes 3 and 7. It says, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to keep silence, a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. It's always a time for something, right? It's always a time for something, right? Let's get Proverbs, the 17th chapter, and let's read 27 to 28. It says, he that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. So every situation doesn't require a rebuke or a debate. Wisdom knows when to speak and when to stay quiet. This is a fact. This is why the spirit that me and my brothers in, we follow in the footsteps of the apostles, the brothers of Great Millstone, who show that sincere stance. There's no need to debate, because if they don't get it, Amos 3 and 3. If you could tell by the discernment of the spirit that they're not going to get it, or they're coming with contention, you send them on their way. Now you send them on your way. Guess what? Now they're left to their own fate, right? Don't cast pearls before swine. Matthew 7 and 6. We should know this all the damn time, right? Meaning, don't waste deep truth on those only seeking to mock or fight, right? And we all need to take that in. You feeding this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to a damn wall that's not going to absorb what the heck you saying. So it's better on to have the discernment, like, you know what? They ain't going to get it. Keep it moving. Let me just get a few more. Let's get this one in Colossians, the 4th chapter. Verse 5 and 6, it says, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Your words should be deliberate, seasoned, not reckless. Seasoned, which is that wisdom, right? Because it's the wisdom of the Lord, wisdom of Solomon 10 and 21, that makes you eloquent. Use that wisdom, like what they say, to get you out of a fender or a fender bender, right? Use that wisdom to say something eloquent and keep it moving. Some people don't need the whole loaf. Some people might need a half a piece of bread because their mind can't comprehend, right? Every person you meet doesn't deserve or can't handle full rebuke. discern the spirit. That's why you don't always have to shake the hand of Jake. Some Jake, you could just go into edifying, like going right into a parable, right into prophecy. Hey, you might even go into a history dealing with David, or going into, what is it, 2 Samuel, the 3rd chapter, right? The house of David waxed stronger and the house of Saul waxed weaker. And you can break that down into the elect and the non-elect, right? The elect is the house of David. They're going to get it, but the house of Saul is going to get worse. And that's how this world is broken down. Some people might be like, oh man, that make a lot of sense. And you'd be like, yo, why you think the scriptures kept speaking about a remnant or the elect or the saints? The saints is those that are faithful unto the Lord, making us physical sacrifice in the ancient world, but now they're making a spiritual sacrifice, which is themselves. That's edifying, but you got to have the discernment when, if somebody being contentious, like I know there's one way that the apostles always say, and I start to use it, go into prophecy. When you go into prophecy, they either leave, walk away, or they don't know. You ask them the question, right? Because, this is us teaching. So you have to set the grounding. It's not them, So at the end of the day, we got to have discernment in this thing. Even Yahushua withdrew when men sought to kill him. That's not fear. That's wisdom. The mission must continue, and you can't complete it if you get cut off too early, right? Go look at Luke chapter 4, verse 29 to 30. And it's times where the Pharisees were trying to get him, and he used to just flee. Instead of just sitting there and about to go debate him, oh man, you cut me. He kept it moving. Because guess what? As long as the word got planted where it had to get planted, those that that's not going to receive it, fuck them. Keep it moving, man. Right? So let's get this last one and then we'll close. This is Acts, the 9th chapter. In verse 23 to 25, it says, I'll start at 22. It says, but Saul increased the more in strength and confounded the Jews which dwelt at Damascus, proving that this is very Hamashiach. And after that many days were fulfilled, the Jews took counsel to kill him, but their laying await was known of Saul, and they watched the gates day and night to kill him. Then the disciples took him by night and let him down by the wall in a basket. Paul didn't stand there to prove a point. He escaped wisely. These are accounts we can use for ourselves. Romans 15:4. The things are written aforetime was written for our learning, man. Paul didn't stand there to prove a point. He planted the seed that he had to. Now let the Lord do his heavy work by allowing the plant to grow or not. Because if it's dead, it's dead. He escaped wisely. Yahweh preserved him to continue in the ministry. This shows the balance between faith and prudence, right? So to understand, we have to fear Yahweh, not men, but still move wisely. You have to move wisely in this thing. Even Elijah said that they sought to kill him, and the Lord was like, no, I got other prophets that didn't bow the knee. But he got crafty. Obadiah, they hiding in caves. Was they weak for hiding in caves? Even in the time of the Maccabees, they were hiding in caves. But then eventually they stand on their ground to fight, but the Lord put that spirit on them. We're not in the spirit of Sakari back then that bumped against Rome. We're not in the spirit now until the Lord put that spirit in us. Esau has a different class of weapons on this side. Jake, it doesn't matter how many Jake rise up. We're not on the level to overcome our adversaries. The Lord wants us to overcome with this spiritual word. And that's being more obedient. Okay? Using the tools the Lord have given you to live in this life. Right? You don't fear their threats. We don't fear what man can say or what they can do. Just like Yahushua when it came to Pilate. Oh, I can put you to death. You can't do nothing unless it was sanctioned from above, man. But you, right, do respect the danger and use, discernment or discretion, right? Trust in Yahweh for protection, but don't attempt him by being reckless. And brothers always say that, man, don't try to tempt the Lord. But what should we do in a time of that protection? Be like Azariah, Hananiah, Mishael. Pray unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Just like this brother having his, the situation, he could have been calling on the Lord in his mind. Right? So Lord willing, this is edifying, straight to the point. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor To Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same spirit. Lord willing, y'all continue in sound doctrine. And shalom to the Akwath, the sisters, the believers of this faith. Lord willing, Yahweh Shemashai has mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. But just for more encouragement, be a faithful servant of Yahweh Shem Shai. Always remember that. Be a faithful servant to Yahweh Shem Shai. Be bold in spirit, but be wise in your actions. Don't let fear stop you, but don't let pride make you careless, right? Because you being careless can get you killed. You could be careless, right? You tempting the Lord, right? Be wise as a serpent. As Yahweh Shai said, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. That endurance comes through faith and wisdom together, teaching boldly but circumspectly in these last days. So again, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Lord willing, you was edified and you could take this. Shalom, shalom, abba.